Hey kids, welcome back to another episode of Oldman Plays CFL Fantasy. Didn't do so well last week. Well, actually wasn't unhappy, 99.9 points, 1.1 short of 100. But my opponent in the CFL Podcast Football League had like 150, so I'm not even close. I'm going to say right at the start here, folks, if you're enjoying this, if you get anything out of it, advice, even a laugh, just take a moment and drop a like, please. That really helps us with the algorithm. We're trying hard to grow the channel here. I usually say this at the end, but everybody's tuned out by then. So give us a like. If you're feeling really generous, subscribe, drop a comment. All that helps. Get the news out to more people. But this week I'm dazed and confused, I guess. I've been looking through things. There's a few people out on the injury reports. It's a tough week to call. I'm just not sure. I'm thinking my quarterback-receiver combo comes from either Hamilton, who's up against BC, or Saskatchewan, up against that Edmonton defense. And there's things for both. So let's run through this. I'll also say I've got no idea at running back. I think Mills and probably somebody cheap. So let's get started on this. Just go through it game by game a bit. We start with the Thursday night game, which has Montreal going into Calgary. I'm not so sure on this one. Philpott's out. MBT is in, and who knows who he'll throw to. But if I'm going to take anyone on Montreal, it might be Sneed, who's getting himself like 4.5 catches a game, about 67 yards, and I think 1 touchdown so far. Or Speaker, although MBT didn't seem to throw to him so much. He has been averaging 7.8 catches a game, 67 yards, and a couple of touchdowns. So maybe. On the other side with Calgary, I'm going, I think, with Mills at running back, but I don't know from there because VA is playing very well, but they're up against a Montreal defense that's good, and VA spreads the ball around. So, Alfred seems like a good bet right now. And he's coming on lately, so that might be something to think about. We'll maybe have to consider him. I don't think I'm going to take VA, and otherwise, maybe Philpott. He's averaging 3.5 catches a game, no touchdowns though. Whereas Alfred's, just over 2 catches a game, but that's a lot of the games he wasn't playing. Lately, he's been playing really well. So we'll have to take that into some consideration. Next night, we've got Edmonton at Saskatchewan. Edmonton, I think I'm going to stay away from by and large. Rankin, I don't see doing well against that Saskatchewan defense. Dunbar has looked not bad, but we've got a new quarterback in now. We've got Cody. So I don't know. I think I'll stay away from that completely. On the Saskatchewan side, like I said, I'm tempted to go with Harris there. Maybe team him up with Johnson, who's averaging about 5 catches a game, 70 yards, but only, I think, the 1 touchdown so far. Robicelli's a good one there. He's averaging about 3 catches a game that he's been in, and probably about 60, 70 yards when you take out the fact he didn't start the first few games. But the other one there is Dante Myers, who's only been averaging like a little over 3 catches a game, 54 yards. Not that impressive, but he's got, I think, 4 touchdowns now, something like that, 3 or 4. So possibly. And then that takes us on to Saturday night, where Winnipeg goes into Toronto. I like Mytel. He looks good. He's been playing well. He's averaging over 6 catches a game, about 64 yards, and he's 1 or 2 touchdowns. And then Coxie looks good too. He's averaging less catches, about 4 a game, but more yards and more touchdowns. So you might want to think that way. Winnipeg, Dembski always looks good. He's averaging a touchdown a game, about 5 catches, 75 yards, but he's probably too expensive for me to afford. Oliveira, I think I'll stay away from because I can't afford 2 good running backs, and I think Mills is going to do better. And then Wheatfall might be the other one, averaging 5 catches a game, 80 yards, but again, I think only the 1 touchdown so far. And keep in mind here for this game, the injury list shows Stanley Bryant did not participate. If he is out and they put in, I can't even remember the name of the turnstile they had in there last week, that could be an ugly night for Zach. Chatfield, is it? I think the DN that's blowing up for Toronto will probably take advantage of that. So keep that in mind when you're thinking Winnipeg receivers. And then finally, the last game, Hamilton goes into BC, which should be interesting. It's a long trip from the East Coast, but it's a 4 o'clock game, so that may have less effect. Bo could be my quarterback. I could team him probably with Kenny if I go that way. Kenny Lawler, who's averaging about 6 catches a game, almost 100 yards and a touchdown a game. So that's impressive. Tim White's also been good, but less touchdowns. A little more than 5 catches a game, about 60 yards, but only the 1 touchdown so far. And out in BC, well, Hatcher's still playing well. About 5 catches a game, 82 yards, 1 touchdown, I believe. And then the only other one that maybe steps out a bit is Barry Hill, 3.5 catches a game, few touchdowns, 50 yards. I guess maybe Katoy, too. He's getting almost 6 catches a game, 50 yards, and better touchdown ratio than Barry Hill does. So we'll have to see. It's going to be a fun one. Let's fire up Pick'em on the old computer here and see what we come away with. Okay, so here we go now. We said we're going to start at quarterback. I wanted either Mitchell or Harris. Mitchell's 0.2K higher than Harris, 15 and 14.8. So I don't know, but Harris is going against a backup safety in Edmonton, and that defense hasn't been good. I think I'm going to indulge myself. I may regret this, but we're going with Harris, which means that we'll team him up with one of the Saskatchewan receivers. Myers at 10.2, then we got Johnson at 8.6, and Robicelli 5.5, so not that much. I'm going to go with Myers. He's had the hot streak. Let's see then. I said I wouldn't mind having Mytel in there, so let's look to Toronto. Where is he at? Oh, he's up at 11.1. That might be a bit more than I wanted to spend. What about Calgary? See if they can keep Alford going. Where is he at? Oh, he's at 10 even, so he is not cheap. But we'll take him. That might be the better selection there. So that gives us 2 of those. We wanted Mills, we said, so we'll go to Calgary and take him. So we have a flex, a defense, and a running back to get at a little over 21K, so that might be a bit rough. I have a feeling my best choice in this might be going with Sean Thomas Erlington again. He's not that expensive. It might work out. He burnt me last week, but we'll slap him in there and see. So that now we need a flex over here, and we're going to have to go fairly low price. We got Robicelli, but that would be loading up on Edmonton a lot. Well, we got Keandre Smith in there too, and Ungerer, who are both pretty good. Let's go with David Ungerer. Put him in there. That looks good. So that leaves 8.2 for a defense now. Who can I get for 8.2? I can get the Tiger Cats. Oh, I can get the Blue Bombers. And they are usually pretty good at takeaways against Toronto and Arbuckle. Let's go that. And where does that leave me? Oh, I've got 1K left to spend. So now we have to pick somebody as a captain. I usually go quarterback. That hasn't hurt me too bad yet, so it's going to be Harris. We're going to save it. That's it, locked in for this week. Okay, so that's about it. Those are my picks, as usual. If you choose to use them, do so at your peril. Thank you for tuning in. Usual reminder, beg, whatever, at the end of the game. Like, subscribe, comment. I already asked you that at the start. If you haven't done it yet, now's a good time to jump in and do it. They make it easy. Buttons for all of it, right down there. Otherwise, I hope you have a great weekend of fantasy. I hope we all see 4 great CFL football games. And until next week, Old Man, signing off.